Hello, beautiful Gemini. So this month of December, we'll have an onus on romance, communication, a little bit of career, some identity and spiritual kind of happenings as well. So on the 6th of December, Mars will be stationing retrograde in Leo in your third house of communication, day-to-day admin, productivity, writing. So when Mars stations retrograde in Leo, it can be very, very frustrating and angry time for us all. And because it's in your third house, you could find that you're becoming a lot more angry in your communication. Either people are not communicating in the right way with you and that is frustrating the hell out of you, or you could find that you're getting frustrated and angry over day-to-day things that you're doing. It becomes too much for you. You don't have time in the day to do other things because you're so wrapped up in errands. Or you could be getting frustrated with a writing project or some kind of thesis that is taking too long, is just bothering you. And on the 7th, we have Venus entering Aquarius in your 9th house of study and travel and spirituality. So this is a nice harmonious energy for studying and travel. So you could find that things align for you, that you're able to travel, or you find the right place and you're like, oh, this is just beautiful energy, especially because Aquarius is just so unique as well. So you could be like, oh, this is just a different place. Like, I just like how unique this place is. When you're studying, this is harmonious for actually getting good grades and being productive, and also great for spirituality as well, and finding what values fit for you. And on the same day, Neptune will be stationing direct in Pisces in your 10th house of career. So this is great clarity for what you want in your career. So this could be that you're like, yes, I could finally do my job correctly. Not to assume that you don't do your job correctly, but this is a good energy for, you know, seeing things clear in your career. Either you're might be like, I'm not in the right field, or actually no, I'm happy with where I am. There's just a sense of a weight being lifted, and you can look in the mirror and see yourself reflected back now. On the 15th, we have a full moon in your sign, Gemini, in the first house of self. So you could be letting go of something to do with your identity or your appearance. You could be changing your appearance, cutting your hair, for example, having a bit of a glow up. Or you could be assessing how you want to appear in the world, especially as we're getting to the new year. So this could be how I'm operating in the year, how I'm operating in the universe, and my purpose in life. So that could be a bit of an onus on that. And actually on the same day, Mercury will be stationing direct in Sagittarius in the 7th house of romances and relationships and committed partnerships. So this is good energy for getting back on track with relationships and commitment, speeding things up. So you could have had a delay before where you probably weren't communicating well. If you've been manifesting somebody, for example, or a committed relationship, you'll find that that is speeding up again. And because this is all linked to the first house of self with the full moon in Gemini, you could be letting go of some kind of fixation around a relationship. And then you could find that you let it go and then you're like, oh, as soon as I let go, they come crawling back, that kind of energy. So there's definitely something to do here with relationships. On the 21st, the Sun will be entering Capricorn in the 8th house of shared investments and intimacy. So this is nice harmony for, making investments, especially because Capricorn is very ambitious and hardworking. It's very much a career kind of sign. So good energy for investments, and also very harmonious when it comes to, maybe trying to start a physical relationship with somebody, or, having a little bit of fun, or opening up to somebody, especially because 29th we have Chiron stationing direct in Aries in your 11th house of friendships and social networking. So this is a good energy between those days, 21st or 29th, to maybe connect with your friends and be a bit more sort of intimate, and not in a physical way, but like opening up and saying, this stuff happened to me in childhood and I ain't never told anyone this, but I'm going to tell you. And then it becomes this nice kind of sharing opportunity, and you feel more free for it. And on the 30th, just before the new year, we have a new moon in Capricorn in your 8th house, again, of shared investments and intimacy. So this is a nice new start. You can be manifesting, an investment goes to the moon, that you are able to share some investments with somebody. You could also find that this is a nice time to manifest, opening up to somebody. I think Capricorn gets a bad rap. Sometimes people think Capricorn's very closed off. I'm Capricorn rising. They're like, you're a real resting bitch face sometimes, because somebody can walk by and I'm like this. I'm like, it's just my face. You know what I mean? And then you talk to me and you're like, oh no, she's definitely a Sagittarius. So I think it's a really good time to manifest being a little bit more open. You could be manifesting a nice relationship where you feel physically embraced, especially if you've had relationships before where it's like, no, I don't necessarily feel super attracted to this person. So that could also be there as well. So overall for the month Gemini, you have a bit more of an onus because you have a full moon in your sign, although this is not really a terrible thing. It's very much about communication though. You also have Mars stationing retrograde in Leo, but everyone has that. So you could also find that you have some issues or anger with communication, and you might find that particularly dicey because you are ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. But generally this looks like a nice month. I don't think really this month looks terrible for anybody really, but you know, as always, things have their challenges.